watching Island Post News Daily. The Meghalaya Confederation for Academic Welfare today urged the Ministry of Human Resources Development to remove the incumbent Vice-Chancellor of Northeastern Hill University, Professor P.K. Srivastava. Convener of the Confederation, Roy Kuparsan, while speaking to reporters during the silent protest held in the campus of the Northeastern Hill University, said that the Confederation has written to President Ramnath Kovind, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the Human Resources Development Minister to immediately do away with the extension of the tenure of Professor Srivastava. The Confederation has also demanded constitution of an inquiry by the CBI on the allegations of corruption in the university.
Go back! Go back!
President VC down, down!
Down, 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 down!
President VC down, down!
Down, 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 down!
President VC go back!
Go back! Go back!
President VC go back!
Go back! Go back!
The Teachers Association, the Students Association, as well as all those academicians and stakeholders who feel responsible for the academic situation and interest in the state of Meghalaya as a whole. So, Mecaw was formed just a week back after we had a meeting. Today we have organized this protest march, given the situation that we are in. We are only allowed below 30% to participate in this process. And this protest today is being held not only in Shillong campus of Nehu, it is being held at the same time in Tura campus also. So our main grievances is that over the years, Nehu was established in the year 1973 with the purpose of serving the tribal interests as well as the students' interests for promoting research and academic interests in the state of Meghalaya. Also, we have seen that in the year 2006, UGC has conferred the award for Nehu to be a university with potential for excellence. But sadly, in 2020, we have seen that the rank of Nehu, it has dropped to 74 from among 100 universities in the whole of India. So we want to ask a question that who is responsible for this failure? Who is responsible for the mess that Nehu is in right now? The Vice-Chancellor of the university is supposed to be the leader, should lead the university to its success, to its growth. But we have seen that in the last 4 or 5 years, the University Chancellor is not able to take all those stakeholders along with him. We have seen the protest time and again by the Nehuta, the Nehu Teachers Association. We have seen the protest by Nehunsa, the Nehu Staff Association, as well as the Students' Union. So how do you expect the university to grow when you have all these branches of the university to rebel against the head of the institution itself? So we think we are of the view that this present failure and the drop in rank of Nehu is the person who is solely responsible is the present incumbent VC. So Mecaw came forward because we understand that Nehu is the pride of the state. Right now, after all the other states got they got their own central university, Nehu is the only central university which serves the state of Meghalaya. So we want to protect. We want that Nehu should be restored back to its lost glory. So we want to demand that the present VC he should not be allowed to continue. The search and selection committee, who is responsible for selecting a new VC, they should finish the process as soon as possible. The second demand of Mecaw is that the homegrown local qualified professor from Nehu, they should be given a chance to lead Nehu. Why only the only tribal VC that we had is Dr. B. Mecaw? Why after all these years we could not produce one person who is a local to lead the Nehu? We have many who are qualified. So we want the central government, the search and selection committee, that the next VC should be from the homegrown local professor. The third demand is that this present VC should not be allowed to continue. He should not be given another term. As it is, his term has actually ended in the month of September, but he was allowed to continue because the new VC the process of selecting a new VC was not done. So we want the process. This present VC should not be continued to be the VC of Nehu. The third demand from our side, the fourth demand is that During the tenure of the present VC, there are many financial irregularities. So financial, academic, as well as other irregularities. So we want that investigation should be done and responsibility be fixed on those persons who are responsible for all those irregularities during his tenure. So those are the demands that Mecaw put forward. So today we'll be sending a petition, a memorandum to the Prime Minister of India, the Education Minister of the central government, as well as the President of India, who is the visitor of Nehu. No, we have not taken such a step. We don't want to talk with him because we know that even today, for our people, there are some members who are supposed to come and join in the protest. If someone gave an order that they should be sent back from the gate itself. So we know that the administration leading by the VC is responsible for that. So we don't want to talk to him. It's no point to talk to him because Mecaw, today we declare that Professor S.K. Srivastava is a persona non grata in Meghalaya. He is a person not wanted in the state, not only in Nehu but in the state of Meghalaya as a whole. We don't want him to come back as VC in Nehu. We said a homegrown local qualified professor. We're not demanding any local professor who's not qualified. I'm sure there are plenty who are professor who are in Nehu. They are well qualified to be VC, so they should be given also the chance to lead Nehu. Why should we? In the last many years, we have seen that people from outside, they are being imported from outside to be the VC. So they don't have the at present Nehu is going through a turmoil time because the present VC cannot take into consideration on board the Nehuta, the Nehunsa, as well as students community. So we need a local professor who understand the root cause, one who can take everyone along and lead Nehu to its glory. No, we do not have any recommendation because it wouldn't be proper for us to give a recommendation for any particular name. But we are saying that those who are qualified homegrown local professors should be considered for the post. See, one of the irregularities is that there are many tender work, construction work in the university in the last couple of years. There are work which have already been constructed, tender has not been called for. Only after the work is almost completing, that time they call for tender, just to show that tendering has been called for. Second thing is that strangely, the present VC, the present administration, they have come up with a new rule that all the tenderers should quote a price below 10% of all the work. So by doing that, what they do is that those people who are undertaking construction, they are doing a very substandard job. If you go and visit all the construction site, you'll see that the substandard work that these contractors are doing. So those are the things that. Besides that, there are a lot of things that's why we are demanding that these things should be properly investigated and responsibility should be fixed to those persons who are. See, today we have just started because it's only a week or two that we formed this forum. So we'll be the core committee of Mecaw will sit for its meeting, then we'll decide for our next course of action. And our fight is not only for in Shillong. Today also we are having the same demonstration in Tura, and if we want to fight ahead, this demonstration will be held throughout the whole state. Mecaw is different because Nehuta and Nehusa, their jurisdictions is limited to only the campus, in the university campus. But Mecaw, as I was telling you, it's a body comprising of all the civil societies in the state, the teachers association, the students association, as well as the academician who are interested for the academic welfare of the state as a whole. So then our next step is that to take on board all the teachers association that are there in the state, the students bodies, and then we'll make it a state movement, not just a Nehu movement, but a state movement to demand that Nehu should be restored to its constitution.